You are now watching Betis TV. Betis is an attitude.
The origin of the name has two meanings, two ways. The first meaning it is while we're producing the first album, the first Supernova album, we like to use often Supernova keyboards, and so for innovation. And the other one is because the meaning of Supernova is the explosion of a new style. And so the meaning is something strong and very positive. So we decided that Supernova could be the right name for us.
Okay, we are here for this week mainly because you know all other DJ and label friends were organizing party during this week, so we thought this was the right week to come, and we will have 7 gigs in 4 days. Not bad. So not bad, yeah. And tonight we will have 2 parties. One at Cleveland with Incorrect Music, Antonio Talla's label, and one at Bar 721 in Lincoln Lane, organized from an Italian promoter that worked with us a lot. Tomorrow we have a really big party with at Mokai with Stereo Productions. I mean, the
coolest party.
The coolest, yes. Probably, yes.
You playing there?
Yeah, we are playing there because it's the presentation of the new Iberican League. I mean,
that's right.
We choose Pene Baramas. Yeah, right. That's right. And we will play along with these 3 guys, and also with Patrick M, Rob Mirage, and Tom Sawyer. Yeah, that's it. And on Friday we will have 4 gigs. 2 in the afternoon. A pool party, the 10th annual pool party with Nirvana and Real Time Management, and then we have the SK Supreme Records Showcase, the subs label, and then in the night we have the Now Tracks official party. The Now Tracks is it's like a website that store digital. Okay, and then we have the Groove On showcase with George Morel at Rock Bar. Okay. That's it.
But it's not so easy to have an opinion now because it's the first days. But maybe it seems different because for the reason that Winter Music Conference this year is not together with Ultra. Maybe the things are different, but anyway we see a great energy, and so we think it's a good week anyway.
Yeah, for the music, I think it's better when it happens all together, because too big happening, brings more people together. In this way, probably the people are split. Who can come, both weeks, but not all the people can. So I think it's better to do all things together. Yeah.
We have many things planning for the future. We have to do a lot of work for the Affected, because we have to do 3 remixes for the upcoming month, and 1 single for City Rhythm. Many things also for our label, Lapsus Music. We have a various artists called Downtown Underground. Is the second act of these various artists, and a lot of work also with Stereo Production family.
We have releases coming out. We are working on 2 tracks with Choose. Along with Choose, there will be Choose and Supernova, upcoming single. And we will use one of these 2 tracks in the beginning for our next compilation on Lapsus Music. That is called Do Downtown Underground, Volume 2. And we have 1 track we Choose, and we will have Tiger Stripes, Webba, with Oliver Modern, a lot of good artists on this. And then we will work on another track we choose that probably will release on stereo or other label. We didn't know yet. We don't know yet, but
we have just finished an important remix for Kerry Chandler. One of the most important track of Kerry is called Barre Team, and it is an honor for us because we like very much old school house. And we have just finished also a new remix for Monique Music. That's a cool label that we appreciate a lot.
Italy, like I think all over the world now, it's not the best moment for clubbing. But in Italy we have, like in Spain more, but in Italy we have really love the clubbing and the nightlife. So we have a lot of passion. The people put a lot of people. Owners, club owners, promoter put a lot of passion in this work, and they always work a lot with clubbing. Maybe in Italy if I have to find a not so a thing that I really do not appreciate is that in Italy mostly we book outside DJs. It's easier for Italian DJ become famous outside before than in Italy, And this is, the other places are really much jealous about their product. In Spain is the same? Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we think that in this moment is good for also for Italian producer, because you know, in this period music come back another time in the track. I mean, the tracks, and so this soul, this music for Latin people is a good thing. It's better, and it's a good moment for Italian producers. Also for the clubbing scene is not so bad, because with the economic problem, many small clubs, many unprofessional people go away, and the most important club in this moment have the opportunity to do big things anyway. And so we have in Italy, we have few clubs, but that are working good, with a good artist, with good people, and I think it's not a bad moment anyway.
And regarding Miami, yes, Italians look a lot, not a lot, but you know, all the Italian people, you know, I mean, promoters always come to Miami to see what happens, what will be next, like parties and DJs. So yeah, I think Miami influenced all the world, you know, not only Italy, yes, because all DJ are here this week.
Tomorrow we play today we play at a party of our friend that is an Italian promoter.
Yes.
Well, I think the reason I've done this so long, this year is 20 years that Nervous has been going. I just really love this music, and I like going to nightclubs. With the business, sometimes it's great, sometimes not so good. But, you know, what drives anyone to be in a business for a long period of time, I think, is love of what you're doing. So I just love the music, and I happen to just become friendly with DJs, producers who make the good music. And I mean, I'm friendly with DJ producers who don't make such good music. But luckily, some of the ones I like make good music too. And I like creating events. That's always very fun for me. And I like, you know, the whole concept of nightlife. So that's what kept me going all these years. The first week was interesting. It was definitely a smaller amount of people overall. We had a party at Shelbourne called Made in Miami with Oscar G and Ralph Falcon, and a bunch of people lived in Miami, from Miami. Patrick M was in the party too, and Beirut. It was actually very good, but it was an interesting crowd. It was local. It was people from Tampa and Jacksonville and Gainesville, places from Florida. Whereas this week absolutely feels a lot more international. It feels like a lot more Europeans here. The concept, the fact that there were 2 weeks, I think was very good, because it just gives all of us more of a chance to promote and, you know, market the music we're doing. That's the #1 goal, I think, of all of us in this industry. In terms of the bigger music scene, our scene, dance music in America, is still very small. So any activities we can have, conventions or big events that bring attention to it, is good for everybody. So I'm very happy, you know, coming back here for 2 weeks is great. #1 for business, #2 because it's a good chance to come back with a lot of girls in bikinis and good weather. Well, New York and Miami have always had a big connection with Latin music. You know, going back to obviously way back, I mean, but in more recent pop music times, like freestyle was a Latin-based genre, And then reggaeton was big. Never really caught, but obviously that had Latin roots. And, you know, the fact that Tres Balas have really connected with the American audience, I'm not sure that's anything to do with the Latin roots of it as much as they just seem to connect with the people who like great house music in America. It does feel like Spain is a very, very creative, in a very good time right now for creative music. There's a lot of great producers coming out of Spain, which is fine because we've always, you know, it goes in cycles. I mean, you never ever would have predicted that Canada would be a source of big artists, and then deadmau5 changed at it, and you never would have predicted in Amsterdam. I mean, 15 years ago, Amsterdam, it wasn't even techno, it was nothing. Then that became big. I feel like Spain, you know, is having a good moment, but I do feel like Tres Balas, in some way, it's their marketing and the way they present themselves in the music, they have really connected with the American audience, which is good. And, you know, right now it comes down to Pacha in New York and Space in Miami. It's like those are the clubs. Mansion a little bit, but Mansion I think gets on the commercial side. And I think the real fans, it's very important to stay away from the commercial end because the real fans who can continue to grow. And again, I went through this with hip hop. When hip hop started in 1990-91, I had this group, Black Moon and Smith & Wesson, and from that came these guys, Wu-Tang Clan and Biggie. The real fans want things less commercial. They're the ones who are really passionate. They don't want to hear it on the radio. They want to feel like they know something no one else knows. And Tres Balas, they fit that right edge, right between commercial and underground. So it relates to a lot of people. People can get into it, but the fans are never displeased. You got to stay true to the fans. And Oscar G is the same way. Some people say, oh, it's too deep, it's too old school. He does what he does. He lifts the energy within the realm of his genre. So why is Spain big now? I don't know. David Tort, great producer. You know, if you want to really work the market though in America, like anywhere, you have to come here. Tres Balas have been really good. They have made a presence in New York and Miami, and that's why they have the fans. That's bottom line. All showbiz. You got to go to the show. You got to be there. So I think they've shown that it's possible to do, and I know they're big in Europe too. You know, and I know that the American, you know, Eva Ramos and David Penn, a lot of good producers coming up. If it leads to more artists breaking in America in this genre, I hope I would be involved with it. And that's all good for me.
Hola viciosos, somos Chus y Ceballos, estamos aquí en Miami Beach, disfrutando un poco de las 2 semanas, esta es la segunda semana de Miami Music Week. La primera fue hace exactamente 2 semanas, también fue el Winter Music Conference. Como sabéis, este año se ha separado la semana de la conferencia en la primera, que fue el Winter Music Conference, la conferencia oficial de Miami, y esta segunda que ha sido un poco organizada con el festival Ultra, ¿no? El Ultra Music Festival. Nuestra experiencia en estas 2 semanas ha sido que, bueno, hemos tocado en los eventos más importantes, tanto en una semana como en otra, en Space, en la terraza de Space, nuestra residencia aquí que tenemos cada 2-3 meses, y aparte de otros eventos como la fiesta de Pacha Nueva York, en el Hotel Gassenborg, el evento que tenemos esta noche en Mokai, o otros eventos que hemos estado un poco haciendo con Nervous, el sello Nervous, con el que vamos a preparar un nuevo recopilatorio. Básicamente pues estamos aquí pues dándole todo a nuestros fans, a la gente que viene a escucharnos a Miami y bueno, a todos los europeos que vienen esta segunda semana. Y muy bien, muy contentos, muy a gusto, muy felices. Pablito, ¿qué tienes que decir? Intentando ponernos morenos porque bueno, no es fácil.
Sí, escapando del duro invierno europeo y norteamericano. No, nada más decir que para la gente quizá de España, sobre todo la gente joven que no haya escuchado la conferencia, el recordarles un poquito lo importante que es esto para nosotros, ¿no? La verdad que es la cita más importante de la música electrónica de todo el año, no solo a nivel de la gente, del público que viene simplemente a escuchar los DJs, sino que es una cita muy importante de la industria. Eso es lo que quizá se diferencia con Ibiza. Ibiza es fiesta y sobre todo para el público. Aquí es fiesta, pero también hay mucho negocio. Está todos los promotores, todos los sellos discográficos, hay muchas reuniones hablando de proyectos futuros. Y lo bueno de Miami es que es el poner una cara a toda la gente con la que trabajas durante todo el año de todo el mundo, ¿no? Todo el mundo que trabajamos en mail con este sello, con este chico, con este remixer. Y Miami para nosotros es cuando le pones, es el face to face, ¿no? Cuando ves la cara, te tomas una cervecita y por eso es una cita tan importante que nos gusta tanto, ¿no?
Es un punto de reunión y bueno, también lo que supone América, lo que supone Miami es el centro, como decía Pablo, es como la Ibiza americana. Miami es el lugar donde todo el mundo viene a pasarlo bien, a escuchar a los mejores DJs de todo el mundo y para nosotros supone pues uno de los puntos principales de nuestra carrera, ¿no? Como sabéis todos, América es nuestro mercado principal y Miami es pues la capital de la fiesta en Estados Unidos.
Well, I think the first week the Winter Music Conference came back to like the way it used to be back in the day, you know, with organic, just record labels and business people and stuff like that, like cooler party and stuff. Not all the, you know, not all the mass that, you know, that all this music conference. I think it's great they separated both of them, you know what I mean? This is like more like a, you know, a music event, music festival, DJ showcase and stuff. And the other one is more like for, you know, business standpoint, record label. It was a great, you know, I was there, I did my label party on Saturday at the Wall, and it was a great vibe. Well, I just finished an album called Miamication. It came out actually 2 days ago, and so for the next month I'm going to be touring for the album America, South America, you know, and then heading to summer to Europe. It's a great project. It's like I have a lot of have Maya on the album, the singer. I have a girl from the Pussycat, Jessica Soda. I have Rachel Starr, second son. You know, it's a great project, but I'm still like constantly making new tracks and stuff right now. But touring for the album, that's the next step. You know. Well, I'm gonna play twice with Eric Moilo at the Subliminal session during the summer, and also doing one date for Chucky, his party at Pasha, and just going the rest of the time, just going to hang out in Ibiza. You know, I love Spain, I love Ibiza, Marbella, I love everything about Spain.
I always feel like a beginner, and I'm really honest about this. You know, for me, I'm still learning, and I still feel like this is the really beginning of my career. And I know that, you know, some people are like, oh, this is so big. I feel very small because the people I compare myself with are very big people. So they make me feel very small, which is good because they make me want to be better and work harder. And really, like, music is so amazing because whatever your level is, there's so much to learn, you know. Nobody can say, I know everything about music. Nobody. So that's what is wonderful, is that I still feel like, you know, I'm learning. And I think that as long as I feel that I'm learning, I can come with fresh sound, because it means that I'm still excited. You know, when you feel like I'm a little old, that means you're dead already. To be honest, you know, I love being a DJ more than anything. So as long as I have people dancing in front of me, I'm here for them, you know. I'm never gonna stop that. And when it comes to producing, for me it's a hobby. It just happened that my sound right now is very popular. And of course one day that will change, because no producer in the world stayed on the top forever, you know. So one day, you know, people won't like my sound anymore. And it's okay, because for me it's a hobby. So I will keep on making music. Maybe instead of sending my records to 10 million people, I will send to 10 people. It's okay. But for me, I'm having fun when I'm in the street.
Tell me, baby, are you right?
There's a very big change in music, not only in electronic music, in music in general. And that change is that finally dance music, or electronic music, however you want to call it, is as big and as respected as hip-hop and pop and rock. Finally, because I always felt, why are we like a subgenre? I don't understand. And now it's happening. So I'm really happy about this. It doesn't mean because my music crossed over and became a new form of pop music. It's the new sound of pop, you know. I have to admit it. I cannot say, oh, I'm an underground artist. Of course I'm not, you know. I come from that underground culture, but I'm doing something different now. But I think the underground culture is still very strong in dance music, and it makes all of us stronger. You know, some people like me crossed over, making our music way more popular to everybody, to the masses, to the big artists, to the medias. And you know, some artists are gonna go even more underground in reaction to that, and that's good. And I'll be the one on the dance floor having fun. And you know, it's the fact that our scene is so rich that makes us strong, I think.
Give it to you off like a first draft. Hold you like a paper plane. You know I got paper paid, but fuck them dollar bills.
Well, you know, obviously, you know, Ibiza is like the mecca of dance music in the world. You know, like actually, you know, I'm more like I'm like a diplomat. You know, like everywhere in America, I'm inviting all those big artists, and I tell them, you know, you should come to Ibiza. You have to see this to understand, you know, because a lot of artists are now calling me, you know, the big American artists coming from hip hop or urban in general. And I said, yes, let's work together, but I want you to come see, you know, overseas, and when you at Fuck Me I'm Famous, you know, when you can experience that and go to other clubs and, you know, understand really the culture. And I mean, Ibiza for me is still a huge inspiration. And you know, there's people from everywhere in the world, from the industry, like the promoters, people that organize concerts, people that organize festivals. They would go there every summer, look at what is hot, what is new, and they're gonna program their festivals in Australia, in America, according to what they've seen during the summer. So I mean, it's incredible to imagine that such a small island influences the whole world. It's incredible. And I mean, I fell in love with the island many years ago, and yeah, it's part of my life really. And Spain in general, I mean, you know, I said before that I love playing in Latin America because people are so warm and love to party and go crazy. And I mean, Spain is the Latin country of Europe, you know, and it's the same, you know. And I think there's not many countries where I could live, you know, and Spain would be one of them.
First, I'm gonna play tomorrow the Beatport party together with Skrillex and Sophie. And right now, I did a record with her together. It's named Mogwai featuring Sophie. The name is Beat of the Drum. The last track which she made was Sophie Needs a Leather together with Deadmau5, and yeah, we're performing this one tomorrow live from there. This is main focus on. After this, I'm playing Nikki Beach and then a Mousetrap label party in the Arcadia. It's close to the Live in the Fontainebleau. Yeah, and I'm playing my music, playing my actual live setup, what I did with Ableton. My controllers are 2 iPads, so sometimes I play CDs, and right now here in Miami I'm only playing with the setup. The thing is, you know, I DJ'd for such a long time only with vinyl, and after vinyl with CD, and I'm still DJing with CD, but this Ableton setup, what I did for Mousetrap is very interactive. You know, I can choose how long I build my breakdown or what kind of parts or tracks I put in. You know, it's not like playing one track after another. You can build a sound collage, you know, out of everything, and this is good. This is what I'm love to do right now. You know, yeah, it's very creative. It's very, but you know, but I'm still DJing with CDs. You know, because I love to play only just music. You know, mixing it, you know, and affecting and so on. And but this is more. You know, this is so it's for me a new toy. I'm a big fan of Spain because I know it since my early years, you know, because my parents were so often with me there to making holidays. You know, we went at the Costa del Sol in Marbella and Mallorca and for sure Ibiza, but more on Formentera, you know. And back in the days, I think I was 20 times on Formentera. And on Ibiza was only my airport, you know. I always, when I arrived on Ibiza, went directly to the ferry and went over to Formentera. So I've never seen something or so much from Ibiza. So we were more, you know, on Formentera. And later on, you know, it comes this thing, you know, with the music and that people are playing there and so on. But it was, for me, also always so busy that I said, okay, you know, everybody's playing there, why should I also play there? You know, because there's such a high amount of parties, of DJs, of everything. But right now, I think it's when you decide for yourself to play on the right party, in the right venue, in the right surrounding, then it's a perfect island and a perfect place to be.
Yeah, I mean, this year just happened to be two. I actually happened to have 2 parties. You know, I had the Yoshitoshi party and the first WMC, and then I have my own party. My album pre-release party tonight at the Miami Music Week, and you know, it's I think it's been great because Miami Music Week hasn't suffered. Obviously, it's as packed as ever. And the WMC, a lot of people came, and it was more focused on the industry, and it also gave a chance to I think a lot of the people that normally weren't able to get, you know, showcase their shows. You know, a lot of the US guys, they were able to do a lot of shows. So I think it was a positive move all around. I have a new album that I've been working on for the past year. It's called Speed, and it's scheduled to come out this year in the summer. Tonight in Miami at Set, I'm doing a sort of pre-release party where I'm actually playing a lot of the tracks for the first time for people. And my new single called Fun is out now, or you know, in the next few weeks, depending on the territory in Europe. It's going to be coming out, and that's going to lead into the second single followed with the album, and that's basically what I've been working on, musically speaking. I just finished one remix. I haven't really been doing a lot of remixes. Just did one remix for a new Pig and Dan single called Detonate. That's actually coming out on Yoshitoshi. It's the only remix I did in the past year. I've been really focusing on the album, and that's that. I've always, one of my favorite countries in the world is Spain, and I'm not just saying that because we're doing this interview. There's something about it that I just love, especially like Barcelona reminds me of where I grew up. Tehran, it's very similar city-wise, and obviously I haven't been able to go back to Iran and Tehran for a long time. So every time I come to Barcelona, I feel like I'm home. I wish I could speak the language better. I know a little bit, but I wish I could speak it better. But every time I come there, it's a great feeling. The food, the people, and obviously Ibiza. It's a huge part of what I do musically, and I'm looking forward to coming back there this year. Doing some shows in mainland Spain and also in Ibiza.
Hola a todos, antes que nada, Vicious. Bien, acá, hace 10 años ya radicado en Miami, soy de Buenos Aires, una ciudad cerca de Buenos Aires y bueno, ya la verdad que estoy bastante cómodo acá, esta es mi ciudad y la siento como mi ciudad, digamos, también. Y bueno, me ha dado muchas posibilidades, muchas cosas y esta semana más que nunca que nos podemos encontrar con colegas de otras partes del mundo que nunca no nos solemos ver, esta es la semana ideal para estar acá y pasarla bien, escuchar mucha música, aprender mucho también de otra gente y bueno, ahí dándole para adelante. Bueno, es una experiencia, la verdad que me ha abierto el camino en una forma bastante importante. Y bueno, esa es mi casa también, es llegar ahí, sentirme muy cómodo, ya conocer a toda la gente, todo el staff que trabaja ahí es excelente y es un placer, la verdad, y me siento muy muy feliz ahí, me tratan muy bien, no sé, sale todo súper bien. Primera semana muy positiva, empezó todo el viernes en el Space, en el downtown, en la terraza, para un after hour y estuvo muy divertido. El sábado ya por la noche estuve en el Treehouse, lo que era el viejo Group Jet, donde hace unos años atrás, digamos, en cierta manera empezó lo que fue el Winter Music Conference aquí en Miami. Bueno, ese sitio reabrió y estuvimos ahí el sábado, la pasamos muy bien, con muy linda gente, el lugar suena súper bien. Y el domingo llegó lo que venía esperando hacía mucho, que era el cumpleaños número 50 de alguien que es muy amigo y al cual admiro también profesionalmente, que es el señor Dani Tenaglia. Y bueno, yo pensé que iba a ser una lista porque su fiesta era Danny Tenaglia and Friends. Y pensé que iba a ir, bueno, tal vez ni entre en esa lista y tuve la suerte de entrar solo Berruz y yo y por elección de él y la verdad que súper feliz con eso, muy buena fiesta. Para esta semana, que bueno, recién está empezando, la primera parada es en el Mokai Lounge, aquí en la calle 23, un sitio muy íntimo pero muy lindo con un nuevo sonido. Suelo tocar en el año ahí y es para la presentación de lo que es de la nueva The New Iberican Live, que vamos a estar con David Penn, Abel, bueno, el señor Chus, Rob Mirage, Supernova, chico de Panamá que se llama Tom Sawyer y bueno, aquí quienes habla. El viernes me toca Space, casa. El sábado me toca, el viernes me toca con la familia de Nirvana Records y gente de New York en el Cleveland en un pool party también, con los amigos Supernova, Peter Bailey, Rob Mirage. Siempre haciendo cosas como en familia. El sábado, el domingo Space y el pool party el domingo, que es el closing, es el último pool party con gente como Funk Agenda, Axwell y algunos DJs locales también aquí. Así que me estoy preparando porque va a ser larga esta semana.
Bueno, hace poco salió he sacado 2 tracks nuevos, el Ismi y el Guya en los compilados de estéreo. Eso por un lado, después he sacado, lo cual estoy muy contento porque es mi primera compilación, un mix CD con el sello Nervous de New York y bueno, son 13 tracks en los cuales hay 2 míos, uno que me gusta mucho se llama Messi, porque yo soy hincha del Barça. Y bueno, no, estoy tratando de hacer producciones nuevas, de empezar a usar muchos más instrumentos, cuerdas, vientos, piano. Así que bueno, ya pronto irán viendo el cambio de lo que es el sonido de Patrick M para este 2011.
Hola, somos Chus y Ceballos
y estamos aquí en Miami en la conferencia y nada, mandamos un saludo para todos los lectores y gente de la página web de Vicious Magazine.
Vicious Magazine, Chus y Ceballos, contigo en Miami.
¿Qué tal? Soy Roger Sánchez y a mí me encanta siempre ser muy vicious.
Hey, what's up party people, this is Eddie Thonic and you're listening live and direct to Vicious Magazine.
Hey, what's up everyone, this is Sharam and you're watching or reading Vicious Magazine. Do both.
Hi out there, I'm Mogwai and we are right now in Miami South Beach and I'm here with the guys from Vicious and I have to tell you I'm totally in love with this magazine because it looks good, it has a good, how can I say, it has good ingredients, good stories and
and it feels good.
Hey, it's David Guerra. Un saludo para los lectores de Vicious.
Hey everybody, this is Axwell. I just want to say hello to all the readers of the Vicious magazine. See you in Spain, in Ibiza soon. Take care.
What's up, guys? This is Cedric Gervais, and I love Vicious.
Hi, this is Mike Weiss, president and founder of Nervous Records from New York, and I love Vicious magazine.
¿Cómo están? Yo soy Patrick M. Aquí estamos en la semana de Winter Music Conference en Miami y Miami Music Week. Así que les mando un saludo muy grande. I love Vicious. Y a todos los lectores, lo mejor. I love Vicious.